So it's been 12 days since I released the original I'm Done with Phantom Forces video, and I really didn't plan to make any sort of follow-up to it. I kind of said my piece, I called it how I saw it, and I was done, right? You know, they've made a few responses, all of them albeit terrible, zero responsibility still, and blah, blah, blah. But they have a new response, and this one's going to blow your socks off, team. So I really want you to get on the edge of your seats and strap in for this one, because they released a document, right? And they finally took accountability. They finally said, you know, we did some wrong, we had some issues with ourselves and we have to really work on these things and blah, blah. No, the hell they didn't. The response was to ban every single content creator that was really vocal about this. So me, Strider, Spirals, etc. We're all banned from Phantom Forces now, which is really cool. Not that any of us really planned to play the game anymore for obvious reasons, but it's crazy how a group of basically self-proclaimed geniuses can't even manage to navigate themselves through a PR situation like this in the slightest. Not only once you were called out did you immediately go to hide all evidence by removing every channel in your Discord, you also then went on to ban all of the vocal people about this because you can't take the problems. Like, your issues were exposed and now you need to just try to remove every evidence of it possible and make it so we can. It's not even like the crazy part of this to me, and I'm really not even this upset about it. I'm more upset about like the principle of it all, is that we go through all of this, right? We call them out, we ask for some accountability, they provide like none. They just don't. They don't really admit to anything. They don't admit fault. They're a bunch of, like, Lito especially, I'm still just gonna stick on him, egomaniac freak who doesn't care about this, but whatever. They go offline on Discord, they go offline on Steam, they change all of their settings to be as private as possible. They don't communicate with anyone. They could continue to only communicate in the most private of avenues that they can, which, mind you, are all getting leaked anyways. They have a staff team that they can't trust. The staff team can't trust them. Everything is blowing up in their face, and they said, let's just ban everyone all of a sudden. And from the sources that I've been given, and I have to kind of just take people's words for this, I don't know how true it is, but I will go off of what I was told. The developers themselves are the ones to specifically ban us. Apparently our bans were like hard put into the game. It wasn't done from the mod panel or something. That's just what I'm being told. How true, I don't know. But it wouldn't be surprising, right? Would anyone be surprised if the developers went in and manually banned each and every one of us one by one because they just couldn't deal with it? They couldn't even go online on Discord. They can't make a response. They can't go, you know what, we actually had some responsibility and this is really our problem to fix. Instead, they're going to continue developing their little zombie game and hoping that everyone forgets about this. Phantom Forces, someone just sent the screenshot, is at 2.6k players. Prior to all these allegations and everything coming out, there were about 4,000 most days. So right now, you know, between 2.6 and like 3,000, about 1,000 consistent players have dropped off of the game, which is fantastic. I didn't originally wish like absolute downfall on them when the first videos came out, and I really was, you know, people who were in the content creator chat can attest to this. I was pushing for them to take the accountability, make some right steps. I was even offering them help on what they need to say and what they need to do, where Axis even took some of my points, obviously most of them, and put it in one of his responses. He elaborated on them more, but a lot of those were my points that I gave them that they need to specifically address and go off of. I was pushing for like some sort of redemption, some sort of hope. We currently have nothing. We're all just banned now. I left the Discord. You know what's crazy? Hold on. Actually, I don't think I could join. It would be so funny if Hal, the one who left the Discord, and Lito was like, well, he already left. What do you want me to do about it? It would be so funny to me if I left the Discord, or us content creators left the Discord, and then they right-click banned us, but they couldn't right-click ban the person talking to children. I would lose my mind. I would have to make a whole separate video just talking about that purely for comedic effect at this point. But yeah, they released an awesome statement, and that statement was, we're going to continue to suppress everything that we can. It's not even like I haven't even opened the game since the videos came out. I don't think half of us have opened the game at all. We're not on the game like trying to spread this and do anything. I can understand why the bans happen to a certain extent, but like, it's not like we're in the game spreading anything. Like, we haven't opened the game. We're not going to play anyway. And you could just ban the main accounts. If we really want to play the game, we just go on an alt account like all the cheaters do. Like, this is nothing new or nothing surprising, but it is just so fun at this point. It's so fun watching a group of grown men struggle to have any accountability, any responsibility in their life to do anything that would make them a normal, functioning human being. It's just wild to me. I can't even imagine what is going through like their chats or the talks that they have. Like, to be a fly on the wall in their discussions of this would absolutely make my life. I don't think there's a better situation that I could ever think of, a piece of history that I want to see more at this time, than watching them fumble over their words and try to plan out how they can get by this without being decent people. God bless, man. I don't really have much to say. I just had to make a video on this because I know other people will, real, and it's just funny to me. So just remember, guys, number one tip of advice from the Stylis Studios development team that I'm making up right this moment from me. If you get called out for being terrible people, if you get proven with evidence that you're terrible people, suppress everyone as much as you can and make sure that they can't be involved with you at all. Not because you have a dislike for them, but because you can't be wrong in your own head. What a time, man. Just screw it. Throw in just a secondary anime Lido stressed out anime girl gif. That's how I'm feeling, team.